something happening on
No
April.
comment.
If you win this title, but if you win this title, let me finish the question. If you
talk about bombs. Sorry.
If you win,
Radio Raheem, we do not talk about sausages on this radio station. We only talk about men who fight. We don't talk about bombs. We don't talk about pit houses. We don't talk about men with no nuts who won't fight. We talk about real men who step up and fight.
This is Tyson Fury, but he should be very wary because I'm clapping behind him. I'm coming after him like a shadow. So let him keep on underestimating me and thinking I'm a pussy. When these jabs, rights, hooks, uppercuts start landing on him like they did in sparring years ago, as he mentioned, I think it'll be a different story and he'll be shaking my hand and showing me a lot more respect.
Joshua has all the belts but one. What has changed for you?
Been defeated.
The young good man will always beat the old good man.
This is not a competition, you know. ESPN didn't hire Joshua or Wilder. They hired the Gypsy King. I just got to do what I do, be me. Just be myself, and that's enough.
Why do you think they did hire you as opposed to the other guys? What makes you stand out to US?
I'm unique. I'm the most charismatic, colourful champion since Muhammad Ali, barring none.
The kind of experience that you've had versus the kind of experience that he's had, who comes in this fight ring general?
Ring general?
Yeah, who's the boss?
Me.
Why so?
It's just who I am. It's who you are. Alpha and Omega. It's just who you are, right? You're born with it. That's why some people are there, some people are there. It's just who you are, isn't it? It's just who you are.
No one can call themselves the man until they beat me.
Those are words from the two champions, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. These guys have had words back and forth. This is officially the road to the Superfight. As you guys heard, Tyson Fury was like, hey, we want people that actually fight. We don't want bums. We're not here to talk about sausages or shit houses or anyone that doesn't have the nuts to fight. Joshua counterpunched, rebutted. Hey, I think he should be more appreciative. Let him keep underestimating me once these uppercuts, hooks, right hands, jabs start hitting me like they did in sparring. He'll be more appreciative and he'll be ready to shake my hand afterwards. Wow. Look, this is the brewing fight. This is the fight that hopefully it gets made without any interruption. I hope both of these guys go far and defeat their opponents in order for these guys to get in the ring. Because what happens at this point, Tyson Fury defeats Deontay Wilder. He goes on and fights two other guys, whoever they are. It's really not important. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not. The thing is, his stock would have risen that much more because if he beats Deontay Wilder the same way he beat him again in a rubber match, then there will be all the naysayers, all the Wilder fanboys, the Wildettes, the Wilderlings, whatever you want to call those guys. They will have nothing else to say. They might create some more stuff, but it's kind of hard to believe them after the dude has done the same thing twice. Other words, his stock will be risen. Joshua gets past Pulev, and then he beats Usyk of the WBO. His stock would have risen, right? And those guys then, of course, meet. Then that would be the biggest fight that you can make in heavyweight history as of right now, in this era, okay? Because it is what it is. These are different interviews. This wasn't like a back and forth thing from Radio Raheem, shouts out to him, going in his dressing room and talking to Tyson Fury. No, this was one sequence, and then Anthony Joshua rebutted whenever the interviewer saw him. And these were at different times. Okay, so this is a built-up tally of different insults and back and forth words, counterpunch between the two guys. These guys are throwing jabs, verbal jabs, verbal sparring. That's what they've been doing. And on top of that, they've actually sparred before. Now, I want to mention that also, that Joshua mentioned, sparring just like Tyson Fury admitted. Because, see, a couple years ago, Tyson Fury admitted, well, he did that a long way before that, but the video resurfaced a couple years ago that when Anthony Joshua was a novice fighter coming up, and Tyson Fury was a contender at the time, he sparred Anthony Joshua, and he knew, and he committed, he confessed, okay, that this guy is nothing to be played with. And he said this guy could have hit me with something to knock him out. Now, of course, he downplayed and said, well, I didn't give my 100% all to the guy or whatnot. But, you know what? I kind of counterpunched that, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay? If you didn't give Anthony Joshua your best in sparring, you fight how you spar. Now, it is a such thing as going easy on an opponent. I'm not saying that's not a such thing. I doubt what Tyson Fury is saying, oh, I didn't give it my all. Why? Because instinctively, when someone puts it to you, that shit goes right out of the window, for one. According to Tyson Fury, in his own words, Anthony Joshua broke a piece of that whoop ass off on him, showed him what that novice fighter was about. That guy, that amateur guy that's coming out of the amateur rankings, right? He showed him who he was. Okay, at that point, that suspends any kind of let me go light on him type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, let's go further. If you're going to go further with it, let's look at it this way. You're supposed to drop Jarrell Miller in sparring, right? And then send him packing. Well, obviously, you should have done the same thing to Anthony Joshua if Anthony Joshua was getting in your shit and you had another gear that you could go up on, right? But that didn't happen, did it? No. We didn't hear of Tyson Fury saying, oh, yeah, I just beat Anthony Joshua. I took it easy on him, but he probably punched me in the face, so I got mad. So I gave him the 4. And then he hit the floor. Right? None of that. So the sparring sessions and the sparring rumors are true. I don't even think it is a rumor when you're hearing it from the person that sparred that got beat up, which was Tyson Fury. Okay? Now, speaking of Tyson Fury, what he said about Anthony Joshua, that was a time frame right before the Deontay Wilder rematch. And see, those are simple mind games of Tyson Fury to say certain things like that. In that case, he jumped on the bandwagon. He jumped on the narrative that Joshua was ducking, so they could, those guys kind of taxed, in their way, they tag team Anthony Joshua and accuse Anthony Joshua for not wanting to fight with Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury really, he used that as fuel because he wanted Deontay Wilder to think, hey, I'm on your side. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's ducking. Yeah, whatever. But I'm going to beat you, though. You know what I mean? So the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. We don't know. Obviously not. Right? He's just another enemy. But, so he, shot his, shot his words out there, and, of course, Anthony Joshua, rebuttal. Now, other things, you can't call yourself the man until you beat Tyson Fury. At this point, you can't. Tyson Fury is absolutely right. You got to go after Tyson Fury. That's why Anthony Joshua was like, look, we got to fight. Right? We have to get it on. He said, well, I'm the younger good guy versus the older good guy. I don't agree with that either. There's a lot of older fighters that fight good fight. Now, here's the thing. Now, to suggest Tyson Fury is worn and torn, I haven't really seen that. So we can't make that. We can't say, hey, Tyson Fury's worn out and he's very good, very talented, but Anthony Joshua's that younger guy, therefore he'll beat Tyson Fury. We can't say that because Tyson Fury, he hasn't showed me, especially from his last performance, that he has that wear and tear like that. Now, the Otto Vailene fight, I could see that because he got a lot of stick from the performance in that fight. But if anything, people should have saw his heart fighting through all those cuts and stuff like that, like he fought and won the 12-round decision. So, the road to a super fight with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua is imminent. You guys tell me what you think about these guys going back and forth. Will it eventually end up these guys in the ring together? You guys let me know. Of course, please subscribe. And you all have been counterpunched. Peace.